Hey everyone, this is Joanne coming to you live from New York. I'm also known as #UnicornBoss. So as you guys are jumping online tonight, make sure you go ahead and hit me up with some unicorn emojis because those are my jam. If you're grabbing me live, go ahead and leave me a number 1. And if you're catching me on the replay, go ahead and leave me a number 2. So I know it's super late tonight, you guys. Sorry that the video is so late, but I did want to pop on because I promised to you guys that we would do a little bit of a chit chat sometime this week and talk about Bulletproof Coffee. So that's what I'm going to do. Normally I wouldn't condone having coffee this late at night, but this is the chance that I had to actually kind of get the video done. And sorry for the let me turn the dryer off real quick. Hold on. Always got to have real life going on. So welcome to real life, #real life. So as you guys are jumping online, I see a few of you guys popping on. Go ahead and say hi and feel free to let me know where you're coming in from. If you're grabbing me live, go ahead and leave me a number 1. And if you're catching me on the replay, go ahead and leave me a number 2. If you're a brand new friend, by the way, go ahead and comment new below so that way I can circle back around and connect with you. And if we're not friends yet, go ahead and send me a friend request and hit follow. So hi, Heather, hey Kevin, hi Meredith, hey Matt, hi Andrew, welcome. So I see a bunch of you guys jumping online. And if you're keto, by the way, go ahead and comment keto and let me know how long you've been on the journey. So we're going to be talking tonight just a little bit. It's going to be a quick video. We're going to talk about Bulletproof Coffee and why it's so special. Hey Andrew, hey Matt, hi Jen, thanks for jumping on. So by the way, how many of you guys love coffee or tea? If you do, go ahead and leave me one of those coffee emojis below. I personally am a fan of either coffee or tea, and the great thing about that is that you can make a bulletproof coffee with either a tea or a coffee, so which is really, really exciting because I get a lot of people that say, you know, I don't like coffee, you know, that's not my jam, and you can definitely make it with tea as well, just so you're aware. Hey Kevin, hi Jen, welcome. So let's talk a little bit about, does anybody do a bulletproof coffee? If you do, go ahead and comment with a BPC below. I'd just be curious to know how many of you are actually incorporating bulletproof coffee into your keto routine. For me, this was a complete game changer, and I'm gonna kind of tell you why. So first of all, what are the benefits of a bulletproof coffee? So I'm just gonna kind of walk you through some of my favorite benefits. I'm sure there's a lot more scientific ones out there, and I'm not gonna get too much into the science that I don't understand, but I could always refer you to some really great YouTube videos where you could get more if you're interested. But one of the reasons why I really love Bulletproof Coffee is, first things first, it's great for increasing your energy. So if you're into you know, having high energy, Bulletproof Coffee is great for that. It also really helps support your weight loss journey. Getting those healthy fats in is super important for keto, and like I always tell you guys, it takes fat to burn fat. So if you're not getting enough fat in on your daily macros, you're really not keto, you're low carb, and there's a big difference between low carb and keto. So it's a great way to boost and help you lose weight and increase those healthy fats. It's also an awesome way to actually encourage your body to create its own ketones, which I really love. You know, as some of you guys know, I do take exogenous ketones to support my keto lifestyle, but the great thing about a bulletproof coffee is that it actually encourages your body to actually produce its own ketones, and that's called endogenous ketone production, which is really, really exciting. It's also great for preventing disease. So I don't know if you guys have heard anything about, you know, some of the diseases that the ketogenic lifestyle is good for, things like preventing diabetes, Alzheimer's, Parkinson's, and like the list goes on and on. You could just pretty much go into Google and type in, you know, Google like ketogenic diet and diseases, and like it'll come up with all kinds of science and different things as to why the ketogenic lifestyle is just so good for you. Thanks, Nate. No problem. No hate there. Let's see what else. Oh, it's good for reducing cravings. So is anybody out there somebody that used to struggle from sugar cravings or was a binge eater? I know I sure was. So if you were to, go ahead and give me some, I don't know, some of your favorite food emojis below, but getting high fat in, especially first thing in the morning, it's gonna wake your body up. You're gonna start producing your own ketones, and it's gonna definitely drop those sugar cravings, which is wonderful. And the last thing that I have for you about Bulletproof Coffee and why it's so amazing and good for you is that It's great for your brain health, especially if you are using coconut oil or MCT oil in your Bulletproof coffee. This is just a great way to support your brain function. And I'm going to talk about that actually just a little bit here. So typically, how you make a Bulletproof coffee is you add some grass-fed butter and some coconut oil or some MCT oil, which is actually a really high quality coconut oil. So how many of you guys out there on the ketogenic lifestyle right now struggle to get your healthy fats in for the day? Do you struggle to hit your fat macros? If you do, go ahead and comment struggle below, because I'm sure that you're not the only one. For my daily macros, I'm supposed to be getting close to about 145 grams of total fat, which is a high number. So that's one of the reasons why I loved Bulletproof coffee, and it's such a game changer for me because it helps me get almost a third of my healthy fats in for the day with one simple, delicious coffee. So let me show you some of the ingredients that you could possibly put into your Bulletproof coffee. And I do have a little trick that I do to actually double my healthy fats for the day in my Bulletproof coffee. So if you're curious about what my trick is, go ahead and comment trick below and I'll make sure I share it with you. So first things first, you want to make sure you're getting, and I'll turn the camera just a little bit here, but I've got just a normal Keurig, and you can use any coffee or tea that you want. I happen to really love this macadamia cookie one by Gloria Jeans. It's got no sugar. You want to make sure you just pick something that is just like a plain black coffee. It can have flavoring, just no sugar. And Jen, you're not the only one. I know it's hard to get your healthy fats in the very beginning as you're first learning, but the Bulletproof coffee is really going to help. Hey Vaughn, thanks for joining. So yeah, you just start with either your Bulletproof, your coffee or your tea, and then you're going to get at least a tablespoon. This is grass-fed butter here. I like the Kerrygold version. So I've just got my cup here. I'm gonna throw my butter in here. Now, I like my Bulletproof coffee to be about 10 ounces of total coffee. So if you're doing more than that, you might be able to actually do 2 tablespoons each of grass-fed butter and coconut oil. But to start, I would just start with a tablespoon, and then you can pick some coconut oil. If you're going to put it in your coffee, I would do an unrefined version. So the refined usually is for cooking. So I'm going to go ahead and just scoop out a tablespoon out of here to throw in my Bulletproof coffee. And I know this looks really disgusting. I'll be honest with you guys. The first time I ever heard about this, I was like, good Lord, why would somebody ever put butter and coconut oil in their coffee? It seemed really disgusting to me. And even as I scoop this out every day, I'm always like, oh gosh, I don't know about this. So I'm gonna go ahead and put it in. But I promise you, once you blend this up, you don't even taste it, and it actually tastes really delicious. It gets very creamy, very frothy, and I can feel the difference in just my alertness and just how my brain seems to function. So there we go. That's what I got. The coconut oil, it's got a light aromatic of coconut, but I don't taste it at all in the coffee. And I also use this to cook, and I don't taste it in my food either. It's super, super light and fresh. You would really never know it. So that's the base. So if I do just my coffee like this for my Bulletproof coffee or tea, no matter what I put in here, and I eat it up and I heat it up, the grass-fed butter has 12 grams of total fat, and the coconut oil has 14 grams. So together, just like this, you'll have 26 grams of total fat in your Bulletproof coffee or tea. So that's a lot of fat, and that's actually really something quick and easy to do, like I said, first thing in the morning, and the coconut oil is gonna help your body start producing its own ketones first thing in the morning, wake you up, give you great energy, and it's also gonna leave you feeling full and satisfied, so I don't have to eat. I won't feel hungry till about 12 or 1 o'clock in the afternoon. I don't need to have any kind of breakfast. I don't need to snack throughout the day, because these healthy fats first thing in the morning leave me feeling very full and sustained, which I really, really love. So that's a normal Bulletproof coffee, but I'm gonna kick it up a notch. And remember, I told you guys I had a trick that I do where I almost double the amount of fat that I get in my Bulletproof coffee. So once I do this, there is a product that I offer and it's called Keto Cream. And I know I've talked about this before, but I've never talked about it in a live scenario where we're actually making our Bulletproof Coffee. So this here has actually got MCT oil in it, which is great for your brain health. It's got C8, C10, and C12, which are the highest most high quality versions of MCT oil, and then it's also got collagen in it, so it's great for your hair, skin, and nails. So this is a great thing to add into your Bulletproof Coffee to help you up those healthy fats for the day. So this here has got 12 grams of total fat in this package alone, plus the MCT oil. So if we add this to our Bulletproof Coffee right now, we're going from 26 grams of total fat to 38 grams, which is really, really exciting. So if I need 145 grams of total fat for my macros, this is basically almost a third of my fats for the day in one quick and easy drink. So there we go. I just added that in, and plus it tastes delicious. It's like literally my favorite thing in the whole wide world. I look forward to this every morning when I wake up. So if you're curious and you want more information about the cream, go ahead and just comment cream below, and I'll make sure I circle back around and get you some more information. So if you're somebody that's really into MCT oil and you're looking for high quality MCT oil, we also have an amazing MCT oil called 143. And this was formulated by Dr. Mary Newport to help her husband. She's a doctor, and she came up with this formulation specifically to help her husband who was suffering from Alzheimer's. And you can actually see her story on YouTube. It's amazing. She was able to help him. His life was much longer, and he started to improve health-wise over the course of the last few years that he was alive. So this is a super high quality MCT oil, which you could also do this in your Bulletproof Coffee if you wanted to help up your healthy fats for the day. But I prefer to actually have this in a few different ways. And it's actually right on the packaging too, which I really like. So I like to drizzle mine over a salad. You could also put it in a smoothie. You could snack on it. Like if you were to drizzle some over a little bit of avocado and crack some fresh Himalayan salt on there, that would be amazing. You could also put it in some soup and different things. So it gives you a lot of great ideas on how to incorporate this into your keto life right on the back of the box, which I really, really love. Okay, so now that we've got our coffee all prepped here, I'm going to go ahead and just brew it, and then I'll show you how to blend it up, and I'll show you how everything combines so nicely, and you would never ever know that there were fats in this coffee here. So let me see if I can get you guys over just a little bit. You can't quite see the coffee machine, but that's okay. So I'm just brewing now. There we go. It's a little bit better. It's like right on the edge, so I don't want it to fall off, so I'm gonna hold the camera here. So I know you guys will really love this, and I promise you, if you're really struggling to hit your healthy fats for the day and your keto, please try a Bulletproof Coffee. It's going to amaze you about how getting those extra 20 to 30 grams to 40 grams of fats in for the day, what a difference it makes, especially first thing in the morning, because you feel so awake, you feel so full and happy, and I just love not having those hunger pangs all day while I'm at work. So it makes a really, really big difference. Plus, it really gives you a burst of great energy first thing in the morning. And I don't know about you guys, I am not a morning person, so I definitely need that first thing in the morning. Okay, so we're almost done here. Okay. So here we go. We finished here. I've got 10 ounces of coffee, and you can see when you make your Bulletproof Coffee, you wouldn't want to just drink it like this, because you can see that all of the oils and the fats, they sit right on top, which is a little gross, okay? So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to just take you over here, and I don't know if I'll be able to turn the camera around. We will try. But I'm going to actually pulse this in my Ninja. So if you have a Ninja or a NutriBullet or something to just combine this, it's everything. So congrats, Jess, on your 8 pounds. High fives, girl. I'm so excited for you. So here we go. I'm going to just pulse this right here in my Ninja. Let me take you guys around over here. I literally have like the smallest kitchen. There's no space to put the tripod. Sorry, you guys. Okay, here we go. Let me actually take the camera off. I'm gonna take you off the tripod and turn the camera around. Just hold on a second, bear with me. Okay, so I've got this locked in here, and I'm just gonna pulse this for about 6 seconds. Oh, we're unplugged. Wait, why is it not working? There we go. There we go, that is it. So that is plenty of time. You can see it's nice and quick. I don't know if I should try and risk getting you guys back in the tripod or not. Let's see if I can do this live. Whew. All right, hopefully you guys won't fall. All right, let me take this off. So here we go. And this is my favorite part about the Bulletproof Coffee is, do you see this amazing froth right here? It is so, so delicious and really decadent. So what I usually do is when I make this in the morning and I'm kind of running around and I'm prepping my lunch and, you know, getting my book bag together and everything, all of my work stuff together, I'll just let this sit here and rest for a few minutes, and you can see it will build up. And doesn't this look like a professional latte from Starbucks or Dunkin' Donuts? It's amazing. So it's really, really delicious. I kind of just let it settle usually. And then, look at that, you guys. Oh, look at that froth. It's amazing. So everything is combined beautifully. It smells delicious. Oh my God, it's so good. And this is gonna support my healthy fats through the day, help me, you know, normally I would have this first thing in the morning, so it will wake me up, help me feel awesome, and help me feel nice and full, so that way I'm not hungry all day. And of course, it will help me produce my own ketones, and it will help support my fat loss on my weight loss journey. And it just, you feel amazing. You really, really do. Such a great burst of energy, and I love not feeling hungry all morning. So there we go. You can see it gets nice and frothy. It's delicious. I'll take a quick sip so you guys can taste it live here, but it's like super hot, so hopefully I won't burn myself. Oh, God, it's so, so good. I love this. It's really delicious. It's really comforting. It's so good. And that little bit of cream on the top, it just kind of gets on your tongue, and it just tastes so decadent and really delicious. And the cream that I have here has a little bit of stevia in it. So it helps sweeten it without needing that additional sugar, and it's just enough. It's really, really good. Shanique lost 10 pounds this week. Good for you, sweetie. I'm so excited for you. Definitely try the Bulletproof Coffee. I'm telling you, once I started adding this to my routine, I didn't need breakfast anymore, which was really fun for me because, you know, when you're trying to do 20 grams of carbs per less on your keto journey, having a bunch of eggs and cheese in the morning does kind of add up quickly. And I actually prefer having those carbs in my dinner rather than first thing in the morning. And I'll eat breakfast once in a while if I feel really hungry, but this is more than enough to keep me happy. And you can see it doesn't start to separate unless you really let this sit here for like hours. It stays nice and frothed and combined. So for your Bulletproof Coffee, you want a tablespoon of grass-fed butter, a tablespoon of coconut oil, and then if you were interested in the cream that I'm offering, this gives you additional support, an extra 12 grams of fat, or you could do some MCT oil. And if you do MCT oil in your coffee, you gotta start slow with this. And it doesn't matter what brand it is, when you do MCT oil, you do have to give your body time to adjust to it. It can hit your digestive tract pretty hard, so start with just a drizzle, like a teaspoon, I think. Let me see here. Does it even say? It says begin with a half a packet once or twice a day. So you got to start really slow with this. Otherwise, it will upset your stomach. So it should keep you full. Once I started doing this, I was able to stop doing breakfast because I didn't need it anymore. You could put heavy whipping cream in your coffee. That's an additional fat that would be really nice. But what we're looking for really here is the support for your brain health. And that all comes from coconut oil and MCT oil. So And you could do sugar-free syrups, just be very, very careful. A lot of the sugar-free stuff out there actually still triggers your brain to think that it's real sugar. So sometimes it will break your ketosis. So I would say try and stay away from some of that stuff, you know, and we want to do the grass-fed butter and the coconut oil because it's good for your brain function with the fatty acids. It helps prevent Alzheimer's and all of that. And if you're interested in either the cream or the MCT oil, just comment below cream, MCT oil, or just say I'm interested, and I'll make sure I circle back around and get you some more information about that. So thank you all so much for joining me tonight. I hope you enjoyed learning a little bit more about Bulletproof Coffee and why it's so special and how it can really transform your keto journey. So thank you all. Have a great night, and I'll be back here tomorrow to chat with you guys again soon. Take care.